Hi kids, welcome to today's online class. We're going to be learning how to switch stance. This is on your grey-black armband and also your yellow-white armband. So let's start with our two stances. If you remember, because I'm right-handed, this is called orthodox stance. If you're left-handed, you stand the opposite way with your left foot back and right foot forwards. This is called southpaw. So remember those two stances. That's also a theory question we have. So southpaw for left-handed stance with your left hand and left foot back, and then orthodox if you're right-handed. So today we're going to learn how to switch in between those two stances. So there's two ways. You can either switch moving backwards or moving forwards. So I'm going to show you how to do it moving backwards first. So this is more likely if someone's attacking you coming forwards. You're going to be moving back in your normal stance, and then we're going to switch our stance and then circle out. So that's a quick little footwork drill we'll do. So we're going to move backwards first, pretend someone's coming at you, and then we're going to switch stance. So we're going to bring our front leg behind us, and then we're going to turn in a circle in our southpaw stance. So you've changed from orthodox right-handed, move back a bit, and then bring your leg back and then turn in a circle. Now we're in southpaw stance. So that's for right-handed to left-hander. If you're southpaw, we're going to do the opposite. We're going to move back, and then you're going to bring your right leg back and go this direction. So now you've changed from southpaw to orthodox. So once again, I'll go southpaw, move back, then we bring our front leg behind us. Now we're in orthodox and we're going to circle out. So we're just going to practice that. So you're going to do both left and right. So we'll go right-handed stance, orthodox, move back, bring your front leg behind you and circle up. So let's practice that for a minute or two, just the one stance. So we'll start with orthodox, move back, go into southpaw. Move back, change to southpaw. Okay, always keep your hands up when you're doing this. When you got confident with that, we'll do southpaw, move back, and then bring the front leg behind you, circle into orthodox. So southpaw, move back, change. So practice that for a minute or two each side until you're comfortable, and then we'll move on to the next one. Okay, next move. This time we're going to be moving forwards and changing stance. So this can be done a lot of ways after an attack. So I'll show an example. So I'm in my orthodox stance. I'm going to throw a right knee, but instead of landing it behind me, I knee and I land it in front. So now I'm in southpaw, and then I can strike in southpaw. So I'm just giving you one way. You can do heaps of other ways. You can step forward and throw a hook, and now I've landed in southpaw. You can throw a kick, land in southpaw. So it's really up to you. I'm just using the rear knee as an example. So we're going to throw our rear knee, land in front, and now we're in southpaw. If you're in southpaw, you're going to do the same thing. You're going to throw a rear knee, land in front. Now I'm in orthodox. So give that a go. Knee, land in front, change stance. You're in southpaw, knee, land in front. We've changed to orthodox. You can also do push kick, land in front, change stance. I was in southpaw, push kick, land in front. Now I'm in orthodox. So give that a go. Use a knee, use a push kick, or use a punch to change your stance. So knee, step forward. Push kick, change stance. Punch, change stance. Same thing on the other side. Knee, change stance. Push kick, change stance. step forward, change stance, throw a hook. Okay, so there's 3 ways on how you can change stance while moving forward, either using the knee, push kick, or hook. Okay. So now we're going to put that all together into shadow boxing. So you'll need to learn this on your yellow-white armband. You'll need to learn how to shadow box by changing stances. So all you need to do is combine the backwards and forwards changing stance that I just showed you guys. Add that into your normal shadow boxing. So I'll give you an example. So we'll do our normal shadow boxing, your normal stance. Do all your combinations, basic combo, power combo, and I'll combine it with the first drill we did, move back, change stance. And now I continue shadow boxing in my opposite stance. So do this for a while, get comfortable, because this is not your usual stance. Okay, so it might feel a bit awkward for some, so just take your time. Still do the normal footwork, do your combos, and then we can add in the move forwards to change our stance back into our original stance. So now we're adding in the second drill I showed you guys, so I can use a rear push kick, and then I land back in my my normal stance. And then we continue shadow boxing. So just shadow box, jab, jab cross, hook. Now I'm going to use my rear push kick to land in the opposite stance. And then I continue shadow boxing. Keep shadow boxing for a minute or two in your opposite stance. And then change stance. Now I'm going to move back. I'm going to change into my original stance. And we'll go again. If you're left-handed, you're just going to do the same thing in the opposite stance. So you start in southpaw, we move back, shadow box. Move back, change stance, circle out. Shadow box in your opposite stance now. So do that for a bit. And now we're going to move forward. So now I'm going to use a knee, boom, and land forwards back in my original stance, southpaw stance. So depending on which stance you are, you need to get comfortable using both. So today I showed you moving backwards, changing into your other stance, or moving forwards, changing your other stance, and how to shadow box in both stances. Enjoy.